Oh, there he is. I think there's a snatcher here somewhere too. Why does he inflict poison? That's so weird. That's... Oh, that's not a snatcher, never mind. What, there was a snatcher and I was gonna be like... I think where I'm going right now is like this intended path, I think.
Oh, we've the deepest gratitude for the church and all they do for us. The deepest, widest gratitude. Yes. Yes.
Oh, did he just... I didn't know they could do that. Didn't know you could switch to melee. Yeah, this is where you're supposed to go normally, I think. I swear, I think there's a snatcher somewhere here. What I appreciate of Bloodborne that like other forms of games just don't have is the fact that like not all enemies, but a lot of them talk. Perish. There we go. Ah, another one. Doing a parry immediately rallies all your health, which means you get all the orange health back immediately. Hello. Yeah, there's another brain sucker here. They're super annoying. I haven't done a lot of the, I guess, intended pathways in a while because doing the skip, because, you know, doing essentially the skip with the Bloodstarved Beast is like, way easier. And it's way quicker than a lot of the other stuff you can do. But, you know, I want to explore everything. I think I've been here. Oh. A watchman of Bergenworth guards the gate with a password, the sacred adage of the Grand Cathedral. I mentioned this before, but like the game very rarely like discloses that much lore to you. And these little notes, which are super few and far between, are like some of the only bits of lore you will get. Well, I mean, it is kind of like interesting because other Souls games, notably something like Demon Souls, is like, yeah, here's the lore. Here's like everything that has happened. Wait, no, this is where the gate is, yeah. So I've been here. I just want to make sure I know where the pathways I need to take later. Because I haven't done... The early parts are really good, but I haven't done them in a hot minute. Because you spend very little time in the early game relative to, you know, late game, I guess. Is it over here? No, this is where yeah, this is where you gotta go up. Am I dumb? I just want to make sure I know where the areas I need to go after. I think it's here, yeah. Yeah, this is where the brain sucker is. Yeah. Gosh, a Hunter Axe is so good. I can't believe I never actually used this. Or rarely used this, I should say. Yeah, okay, so this is where it goes down. This is where the next area is. But I can't go there yet. Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah. I gotta do like one more of the areas first. Well, I don't have to, but I wanna. Technically, I could run to the next major boss. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
The password. Oh no. Someone at the door. Let's get the door. Let's get the door. Let's get the door. Oh, the fish will come in. Almost. Bit me. Oh no, he was bleeding. He was not. What was it? No, like that, not like that, no. No. Get the door, Amos. Get the door. No.
Understandable. Yeah, well, I don't have the password yet. Now, I can go do some other stuff. Yeah, so, like, you have to go here later on, once you get the password. And you get the password in, like, the healing church. Like, the Grand Cathedral. We're going there, but we're not going into the Grand Cathedral just yet. That's mean. That's rude, sir. That's the wrong weapon. That's not what I wanted to use. There we go. I'm gonna run up here. Where did my shot go to? I just missed him completely. Gotta run up here. I need to go up here and to the left. Yeah. Oh, I have 5 inside. That might not be good. I have quite a lot of insight. I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, this is like an optional area I'm going to now, but you'll see why I'm going here. Because I do think it's one of the more rewarding areas. Well, in terms of like how much you can get. Like, there's like a really important key item back here. It's kind of tricky to get through. Because, first of all, in this first part, there's like so many gunmen. There we go. Oh, there he is. Heal up. Again, this entire area is optional, but you will see why I'm doing it. And generally, I like doing it before the next major boss. Again, I will explain why. There's like... Yeah, I get melted by the guns, first up. Absolutely eviscerated by the guns. Actually, I should respawn in the thingy now. Yeah. So this is a prostitute we rescued before.
Oh, hello, dear. You weren't lying. This is a safe place. Thank you. I am in your debt. I'd like to tender my thanks, but I can't imagine what to offer. All I can give is my blood. But would you even take a whore's blood? Oh, good. Come close, dear. Don't worry, I've done this before.
So like blood of Oriana is like the Yosefka's blood. And that it's just like a healing item. Like an additional one you can use. Yeah. Hurricane Mill? I don't remember where I got all of this stuff.
Ah, the hunter. Thank you. So that old man, you told him about this place, right? Well, he don't offer me much in the way of conversation, but still, I'd rather see him alive anyhow. And I sort of hope that my asking you turn out to, you know, help him out in the end. I've never been any use to anyone, you see. Just happy about it, is all. If you find any sane survivors, well, send them along to Erden Chapel, will ya? If you find any, send them.
I think I goofed it. He has like different dialogue for like all of them. Did I ever talk to?
You! Stay away from me! I know all your tricks.
Ah, you. The swindling off-comer. Did you really think that'd work? There's no fooling me. Now, off with you. You heard me. Go away. I can't stand the stench of your lying breath.
So yeah, you know, it's a moral dilemma. The people won't realize you helped them. I think like, the name the wiki gives this guy is like the Suspicious Man, which like, yeah. Is the Snatcher still there? Yep. I'm not messing with a Snatcher right now. Right now, I'm not in the mood to deal with that. They're like a ridiculously difficult enemy for this early on. Well, there's a reason. There's a good reason why they're so difficult. It's because you're supposed to lose to them. But again, just something I will get into more detail when it's actually like time to perish to one of them. Just the only one of these guys with like a scythe. This is something I really find interesting about Bloodborne as like a game. That is, in like Dark Souls, Demon Souls, whatever, you can get the weapons enemies use because they drop them. This is not a thing in Bloodborne. Like, you can't get these giant crosses, for instance, those guys were holding. You don't get weapons held by enemies, basically. It's kind of bizarre. It's kind of strange, I have to admit. No, I mean, it makes sense, obviously, but, you know, it's still kind of weird in, like, a... just, like, strange that you wouldn't just get these weapons kind of way. Oh, this is my bloodstain, I think. Can I, like, shoot him? There we go. Oh, Bloodstone Shard, that's nice. There we go, there we go, there we go. Now to take these guys on, there's just a bunch of them in one spot. Do I have Molotov? I think I have one more Molotov. Well, actually I could use an oil urn. So the way the oil urn works is that if you use an oil urn to hit an enemy, the next fire-based attack will do double damage to them. That's why that Molotov just did 300 damage. I'm gonna do Hunter Stone. Oh! Oh no! Oh, that was foul. That was absolutely foul. How do I get some Molotovs? I don't have any Molotovs left. So but the oil urn basically just doubles fire damage, and it's really good with Molotovs because Molotovs do like a ton of damage anyway. So, you know, it's a nice combo. Especially with something like the Cleric Beast, because beasts take like increased fire damage anyway. So a combo for certain bosses is to like toss you know, a oil urn at them and then follow up with a Molotov, and that does like really good damage. Yeah, I'm gonna like use this to like buy some items. I don't recall where like all the other magic items are aside the Hunter Bone. Do they sell? Yeah, some Molotovs. Let's just buy. How many do I have? Not that many. You know what? Screw it. Let's just buying all of them. 40 Molotovs, that's really nice. That's a nice amount to have. Sadly, you can only carry 10. This is like a gripe I have with Bloodborne. You have incredibly small inventory sizes, which like with the healing items, it doesn't really matter, but then you have stuff like the bullets, the Quicksilver bullets, which you can only carry 20 around, unless you like upgrade your capacity, which I'm not getting into how you do that just now. But you can do that. You can upgrade your max capacity of both bullets and like healing items, but not everything else, like Bold Hunter's Mark, the item to like warp to the last lantern. You can carry I think 99 of them. And I noticed because I got myself a ton of them with the Cum Chalice trick. Honestly, I might show what the Cum Chalice is. I might. The Cum Chalice is like a really funny like exploit, I guess. And it's like really funny because I don't know, I might show it later on. I don't want to show it right now because Cum Chalice is one of these things where it's like it's really funny, but it can also just completely ruin the balance of the game. So I don't want to like show it off right now. Not that I can, because you need an online subscription to even use it. Technically I could, like, in order to get the Cum Chalice, all you need to do is beat this Bloodstarved Beast, which I did. So technically there was nothing, like, I'm gonna show this off later, probably, maybe. The Cum Chalice is just really funny. It's like actually like amusing. I'm not even gonna explain what it is. Basically, it's a way to get quote-unquote infinite money, and it's called Cum Chalice because that's its name. But it's one of these things where it's like a really funny exploit, and I might show it off. I'm not gonna use it to like get really high levels. Like I'm not gonna abuse it for that, but I might use it to get like basically infinite healing items. Well, infinite. Obviously, you can only carry 20 of them. That's not fair. That's not fair. No! No! Oh, I gotta get some Ariana's blood. Well, infinite healing items. It's just like healing items cost money in this game. So if you want, like honestly, I might use it just to get like for like some of the later stuff, like the DLC, to get like a good amount of healing items. Because the issue of healing items is just you need to whenever you're out of healing items, you just need to grind for them, and that's really annoying. No wonder. Oh, you see, hold on. You see how this one guy has like glowing eyes? Sometimes when you die, what happens is your blood echoes will be like, yeah, exactly. They will be tied to an enemy, and this is what just happened. Like that one enemy basically had my blood echoes on him. It doesn't do that all the time, but it's really funny when it does because you have to like kill the enemy to get it back, basically. Yeah, Molotovs are really useful here. Molotovs are just good. It's just you don't really get to do a lot of damage on long range unless you spec into weapons, into like firearms. And generally, I don't like doing that because it's just kind of annoying thing to do. Like, I don't think firearms are nearly as rewarding as just good old axe. Oh yeah, also when you use Ariana's blood, you get a buff. I think aside Yosefka's blood, you get a buff whenever you use somebody else's blood as like a healing item. Again, Yosefka is like the one exception, I think, because you can get it right off the gate. But I think with Ariana, you get like increased stamina regen, I think? Actually, I'm not sure. I don't remember off the top of my head. Ooh, Bone Marrow Ash. Bone Marrow Ash increases the damage of your next bullet fired. It's not really useful, again, unless you spec pretty much exclusively into firearms, which I usually don't. Can I throw a single Molotov? There we go. There we go. Yeah, I like how enemies talk in this game. And they have like dialogue when they die. I have 5 insight. That's not a good thing. In this area, having too much insight is not a good thing. One thing I don't like is that when you go to a lantern, the game doesn't automatically refill your bullets and blood vials. Oh! There we go. Yeah, no, the Hunter Axe is so good here. The increased range is really nice. There we go. Do I do more damage with like the extendo version? That's weird. I think I do. I just did like 90 on the first swing. I think it might be dependent on like where I hit him with. I know, I think it was in Dark Souls 1, halberds have like a sour spot, which is around the handle, which is like when you hit an enemy with only the handle, you do like less damage. I think. Hold on. Yeah, it's the elevator.
Do you hear the graveyard murmurs? Then it's almost time. Oh, I can't wait. I just can't wait.
I don't know if like it showed me the name of the location yet. I forgot what it's called here. Oh yeah, I should point out like some of the weapons when you transform them, they become two-handed. So I guess it's very akin to how in Dark Souls you can hold a weapon with one hand or two hands. It's kind of like that here. Oh no! Yeah, I think it's like a sweet spot thing. Man, I can do that as well. Oh, she did not like that. Just scream fire, that's so funny. Again, as well, like, the enemies actually talk in this game. Hammer. The enemies actually, like, talk and say words. They don't just, like, you know? It's kind of what I appreciate about this Bloodborne, because it's so not Dark Souls, and it, like, reminds you all the time that it isn't, which, you know, what I deeply appreciate. It's not trying to be, like, a sequel to Dark Souls, because it's not. And, you know, I can appreciate that as, like, a game. It's, like, so different. It's kind of like saying Sekiro is, like, it's like Dark Souls, which it really isn't. And that wasn't the intent with Sekiro. There obviously wasn't the intent with Sekiro, that it's not like, oh, it's like a sequel to Dark Souls. No, it's not. Like, Dark Souls has a sequel, and it's called Dark Souls 3. So, like, trying to pretend like Bloodborne or Sekiro are, like, continuations of it would be insane. You know, so far, Dark Souls 1 is the only game with a sequel, because FromSoft would rather do something weird and different like Bloodborne or Sekiro than like, oh yeah, here's the same game like 50 times. I guess the only exception is like Elden Ring, but I'd also argue Elden Ring is like so weird and different from like its predecessors. Like, it's very clearly a continuation of the Dark Souls games. You know, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3. But it still manages to be like different. That you don't really feel that, you know. Like, again, this game does not feel like a sequel to Dark Souls, because it's not. Because that's not what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be a continuation. It's not supposed to be like, it's kind of like saying Dark Souls is sequel to Demon Souls, which it also just isn't. Because the games are like different enough where you all like, it's not like Dark Souls isn't a sequel to Demon Souls, and saying it is would just be ridiculous. So much bone marrow match, holy cow. Yeah, if you're a little bit low enemies, you can sometimes parry them. Ah! Ma'am, can you like not? I don't know why, this part always reminds me of like Resident Evil 4. Most of the remake than the original. I mean, because the remake is more detailed and Resident Evil 4 was a GameCube game. I love this part. I always know it's coming, but it's just so cool. Oh, we got a triangle one. I think the grandpa's in here. I got 29k souls. I honestly, if I knew the following boss wasn't crazy easy. Oh, little guy! No! Come back here. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? We can upgrade so many weapons. Bloodshot eyeball. There's a lot of eyeballs here. Yeah, there's a grandpa here, I knew. The distinct noise of an old man on a wheelchair. Madman's knowledge. Oh. There's a lot of blood gems in here. It's just so atmospheric. I don't even have words to say. Oh, this is so gorgeous. I love this part. This is a place I think we'll go to later. I think this is the witch's house. This is the witch's house. This is such. I wish this giant monument. This is the witch's house, and I kind of wish they did more with it. It's kind of like an Anor Londo situation where like it's this really cool area, but you explore barely any of it. And I really wish we could see more of the witch's house, because the witch's house looks so cool. I mean, I guess you could say the same with like Bergenworth College. You barely get to like explore it. Roll blood do. Should put on some weight. Yeah, there's like a 119 damage. 19, I'm sorry, no 19. I hope I'm not running out of Why? That was the wrong button. I did not mean to press that. I wanted to press the transform button. I sometimes forget switching to one hand that isn't triangle like it's in the Dark Souls games. Oh, she's soaked. She's soaked in like cranberry juice. There we go. Oh, that was dramatic. No, I didn't do anything. Oh wow, that's a lot of beanbags in here. I don't want to fight these guys. I specifically do not want to fight these guys. They're like stupid tough, and I'd rather not mess with them right now. They're like one of these enemies that they just put in your way. If you remember, we met some of them earlier. There was like one guy I completely avoided. Yeah, this definitely has like a sweet spot mechanic. I don't think I can get to, I should have gone to like Ariana before I went down here, honestly. To get like a refresh on blood. I mean, I do have 15 blood vials, so you know. In case you wonder why I can still get like health even though they're dead, there's a thing all Souls games have. It's like an engine thing where like you still have a hitbox even if you're dying, and this applies to enemies as well. Can you, cat? Can you please pick that up? I would appreciate it if you did. Yeah, that's so gorgeous. Could you imagine looking into this just vast lake? I'm assuming it's a lake because there's land back there. I live near huge lakes. If I saw a lake this big, honestly, there might be. There might be lakes in Switzerland that are like that massive. You know, I'm not fighting these guys. They're like stupid tanky, and they're like really early on. So I'm just gonna avoid them. There's 2 of them here. I'm just not gonna deal with that right now. I'd rather go into the witch's house. There's a guy somewhere here. Oh, he's right down there. And there's loot, and I really like loot. I never knew, I forgot it's down here. You know, it's a trinket, I like trinkets. Yeah, you see they take like barely any damage from like the Molotov. Can we not? Why does one of them have Molotovs? You know what? I'm not even gonna. Oh, I have only like 10. I don't like going with only 10 into that. No, I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting you. It's like Gandhi said, no, bro. I do so little damage to these guys. At least they dropped a lot of blood vials. Yeah, this is a witch's house, but sadly you get to explore very, very little of it. It's honestly like one of the very disappointing aspects of Bloodborne. And this makes me wish we ever got like... Maybe not a remake. Yeah, this is like the only area in the witch's house. I have 5 inside. I don't like that. Hemwake, yeah, the location is called Hemwake. Okay, where is he? Where is she? She's an old lady. Ah, there she is. Yeah, she's invisible. Ah, there she is. She popped in. Oh, one of the more annoying bosses, I will admit. So, the Witch of Hamwick is invisible, and she spawns in these guys. So you gotta... That's... if okay, so interestingly enough, these guys only spawn if you have insight. So if you come into the fight, and you like immediately leave again, you will basically be able to like skip fighting these guys. But that's like unimaginably boring. Like fighting these guys without, like fighting the witch without these guys spawning is like really boring. Huh? Yeah, I can see her pop it. I can see her pop in for a second. I'm so red. I think I heard something. It's still one of the most fun bosses in this game. Because it's so weird and like out there. Like I like this boss, it's just like super weird. She's somewhere here, I think. Yeah, there she is. Oh, never mind. I will not explain what just happened. You will see what's going on. You will... You'll see in a moment, like in a bit, you'll see what's actually happening right now. I like this boss because it's super weird and dumb and silly and dumb and weird. It's such a dumb boss. It's over there. Oh! No! That is dumb. That is dumb. I couldn't do anything. I was cornered. You know what? Screw it. I'm showing you the cheese way to beat this boss. You'll see the dumbest cheese tactic imaginable right now. Alright, so I have 6 insight. What am I gonna do? Gonna come here. Look, something to buy, something interesting. No. And I have to spend... Let's get this. I have to spend all my insight right now. I'm also wanna like equip up a little with like items and whatnot. Just so I have enough. Do I have anything cool to buy? Not really. Card camera is really funny, but I don't want to use card camera if I'm being honest. The guns aren't really that relevant. The blunt, I prefer the pistol because it fires quickest. I have still Molotovs in my inventory, so I'm just gonna buy a bunch of blood vials. I'm gonna go grab myself. The storage box is here. Yeah. The game doesn't really like specify that. Wait, how do I switch? There we go. Yeah, this is like storage now. There we go. I have 0 inside now. I think it's here. Yeah, Hamwick Journal Lane. Hamwick, yeah, Hamwick. This is important. I have 0 insight now, and that's like really relevant. I just realized I'm a goofy idiot. I didn't open the gate, the shortcut gate. So now we gotta go through the house again. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I didn't open the shortcut gate. This is so good. Like, the Hunter Axe is so good. I can't believe I never used this. This is such a good weapon. This is such a good weapon. I can't believe I, like, never used this. Like, I usually just use the saw cleaver for, like, an exorbitant amount of time. And the saw cleaver is good, but this is just, like, actually have some range, you know? Like, the one downside of the saw cleaver, you have pathetic range, really. There we go. Okay, that looked so cool, though. That looked so cool. That looked so amazing. Did I hit her? No. I didn't know you could fist like a Molotov throw. I actually didn't know you could do that. That's cool. Like, I didn't know you could parry them throwing Molotovs. There we go. I think what a weird advantage Bloodborne has over, like, Dark Souls is just the aesthetic allows for a lot more unique stuff. Because I feel that, like, if you don't, like, I really appreciate Bloodborne purely aesthetically as well. Like, it's a beautiful game. It looks so good. It looks so good. It's insane. Like, it's visually such a stunning game. It's really insane, really, the fact that, like, From Software was able to cook this hard. I should have asked Ariana for some of her blood. I just realized my mistake. Because Ariana's blood is, like, objectively better than the regular blood vials. The game also reminds me a lot of, like, Castlevania aesthetically. Well, not all the Castlevania games, but it's just drenched in this thick gothic horror that you don't really see a lot. Unless it's like an explicit period piece, like, I don't know, Nightmare Creatures. Or I guess like Call of Cthulhu. You know, it's just like drenched into this thick atmosphere. I don't think you see all too often, simply because, you know, most developers would rather make, like, I guess, a standard horror game and not something weird, like Bloodborne. Somebody following me? No. I can just rush by these people, right? Actually, it's bone up. It's bone fruity. Okay, so I explained before. I'm doing a little funny now. These enemies we saw only spawn when you have insight, and because I don't have insight now, they don't spawn. Which, you know, results in some silliness, I will admit. There we go. Again, you may wonder why there were like 2 of them. Tough luck. Tough luck, darling. I'm not explaining this. I'm explaining this once I'm done here, but right now I have to do like the silliest boss FromSoft ever made. Oh. You hear them? Oh, there she is. The music is so good though. This is very much like Gwendolyn, but worse. I would honestly, would I say this is worse than Gwendolyn? Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'd argue this is worse than Gwendolyn. I would not. I'm not sure if I would argue that. Gwendolyn just kind of doesn't give you room to breathe. Like the boss arena and the way you fight him, it just does not give you that much room to breathe. Unlike this, like here I have like more than enough space and whatnot. This is like the issue I have with Gwendolyn. It's just like the boss is so hectic that it's like, it's not difficult. Okay, fine. There's 2 of them. That's the reveal. That's the big reveal. There's 2 Witches of Hamwick. That is the big reveal, and they just kind of spoiled it. There's 2 of them. This is why there's no damage numbers when I attack him sometimes. Because I'm attacking the witch who doesn't have a health bar yet. This is a big reveal, fine. They just kind of spoiled it because they're like, they just showed up right next to each other. To be fair, this is also what I like. The boss arena is so huge. You basically have no idea. Unless you like pay attention. You can also hear him walking around. I want to point out, so like, is it the same one? And again, no enemies spawn because I have no insight. And you can't come into this boss with 0 insight because you always get at least 1 insight. Okay, so now I have to find the other one. And she's over there. Yeah, now when you kill one of them, the other one becomes like aggressive and like actually attacks you. That's because obviously otherwise the boss would take forever. Yeah, that's the Witches of Hamwick. Like I don't know why. Okay, the reason this guy just appeared is because I think these guys are always spawned in, and they just die as soon as you like beat the boss. Rune Workshop tool. So, the Rune Workshop tool, I can actually show this off, is we can now equip runes. In case you're wondering what runes are, if you're familiar with the other FromSoft games, like Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Elden Ring, these are just rings. I think, does Elden Ring have rings? I actually don't know. Oh yeah, now we have 2 inside. The reason you can't enter the boss without insight is because yeah, you will always get 1 at least. Yeah, basically what these do is just they're like little buffs you can equip. So it's like I just can equip these and I get the buff. Like now my number of blood vials isn't green because I'm not at max, so I can take some more. Oh wait. Yeah, I can get like 21 now. And obviously like the more you can stack the various effects and whatnot, but I wouldn't say you're limited, it's just like you can stack the effects based on like how many of them you have. Actually, I think I might have unlocked something to be bought here. Yeah, I got bloodshot eyeballs. These are used for like rituals, which I'm not gonna get into now. Like this is a very, I don't want to explain this right now game because there's so much. It's so dense at times.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me.
I want. Honestly, I want to cap this off at 20. I'm gonna get some strength, and then I would just get my physicals up. Yeah, there we go. That's very nice.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.